Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Phillies offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They go play action with Hurts.
That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. But first down, Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 65 yards. And the Eagles march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive.
Well, they're brought out by a former #1 overall pick coming off one of his best seasons ever in year 7 of his career, now in year 8, Jared Goff.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Goff going to shift him around.
Here's 2nd and 8.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
Now they'll change things up.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Zach Cunningham with a pick.
And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Tyson Alualu gets in there and drops him. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield?
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, here's Hurts. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
63.
Hurts.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Automatic 1st down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I don't care what game it is, everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back.
They'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
That's to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Here's Swift.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Lions 7.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
John Kaminsky
Showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Elliott now to have the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Lions and Jared Goff about ready to take over once more. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this is a half with not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
2nd and 10.
Running left, Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Goff looking to change the play.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
That is caught by Laporta.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
1st down, here's the run to Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. Down the left sideline.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone.
And shoves him off at the 20.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And Detroit back in possession of the football.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Goff. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Goff now looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery.
He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Caught by Montgomery. And he gets it down to the 32. 23 yards on the play. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
2nd down and 3.
Here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. Josh Reynolds, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again.
And he is caught.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd down and a yard. From the gun, it's Hurts. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards 1. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
They'll throw now on the final play. Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Veteran Jared Goff back out with his Lions offense.
And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half two after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Goff going to move his guys around a bit.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
First and 10, here's Gibbs. Through the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
53 yards.
And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
On the return, Boston Scott. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And it's going to be another first down as they get him to the ground at the Lions 23. A good pickup there at 22.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
But first down, Hurts.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that one results in 35 yards.
Now Hurts changing up the play. Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and
One more time with Swift.
And this time he is in.
DeAndre Swift.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along?
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Here's Goff now on second down. And this is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Montgomery, they'll run for it.
Oh, the defense right there to stop him. Did he get the yard he needed? He did, says the referee. Barely. First down.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Gibbs straight ahead.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's Raymond bringing it out.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. Khalif Raymond, he might score. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
1st down, Lions.
Here's 1st down.
Now Goff. He'll buy some time right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibbs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Goff.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down.
Goff now to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did. Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone has to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. The dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.